In this listening test, you will hear different situations. There are 8 questions in total. After the recording is played, you have 10 seconds to choose the best option. Feel free to rewind if you didn't get the answer. Don't forget to share your score in the comments below. You hear 2 people discussing their new gym routine.
I think the new gym routine is really challenging, don't you?
Definitely, especially if you're not used to such a tough workout. You'd think the instructor would have started us off with something a bit easier.
But we needed to push ourselves because we've been doing the same routine for so long.
Yeah, but I'm struggling to keep up with it. It's really intense.
We need to stick with it, though, or we won't see any improvement.
But is it really necessary to go this hard right away?
Oh, come on. Let's grab a smoothie and relax for a bit.
The correct answer is A. You hear someone talking about a person he knows.
Bad about how I treated him. I used to complain a lot, thinking he wasn't doing enough for me, but now I see how much he was actually helping. He was way more supportive than I gave him credit for, and I didn't appreciate it. I was too focused on my own issues to notice. You told me before that I wasn't being fair, and now I understand you were right. I completely misjudged him, and I want to make things right between us. Next time I see him, I'll make sure to give him a proper compliment for everything he's done. I really hope he understands how much I've realized my mistake.
The correct answer is C. You hear a man and woman talking about a restaurant they visited.
It's definitely one of the best restaurants we've tried recently, don't you think?
Yes, I really like the cozy atmosphere and the natural lighting. It makes the whole place feel very inviting.
True. Although the menu was a bit limited, and some of the dishes were quite pricey for what you get. I'd probably skip those next time.
Some of the prices are a bit steep, I agree, but I suppose you can't expect lower prices when the quality of the food is so high, and that's a big plus.
And with food that good, we might end up coming here more often despite the prices. I think we should make this our regular spot.
The correct answer is B. You hear a man talking about saving money.
I've been putting aside a decent amount from my part-time job, and if I can get a good deal on selling my old guitar, I should have just about enough saved up. I thought about buying a new electric guitar like the one Jake has, but acoustic instruments have always had a special place in my heart, ever since I was a kid. I remember my dad playing a beautiful wooden acoustic guitar, and I couldn't even reach the strings back then. I told myself, one day I'm going to own one just like this. Well, that dream hasn't changed at all.
The correct answer is B. You hear 2 people discussing an incident about charging a phone.
You won't believe what happened to me this morning. I plugged in my phone to charge overnight, like I always do, but when I woke up, it was completely dead.
Oh no, did the charger break?
That's what I thought at first. So I checked the cable, the plug, everything. Then I realized I had plugged it into the wrong socket, the one for the bedside lamp.
Oh, that's classic. So you basically turned off your phone's charging when you turned off the bedside lights?
Exactly. I was half asleep and didn't even notice. I had to charge it in the car on my way to work, but at least I won't make that mistake again.
That's hilarious. I'll have to double check my sockets from now on.
The correct answer is A. You hear a person telling a funny story.
So the other day, my boss told me to hit the ground running on this new project. I was a bit confused, but I didn't want to seem clueless, so I just nodded. The next day, I came to work in my running shoes, thinking she wanted me to be more physically active. I even did a quick jog around the office before realizing what she actually meant was to start working quickly and efficiently. My colleagues had a good laugh, and so did I, once I figured it out. I guess I won't be taking idioms so literally next time.
The correct answer is C. You hear a man talking about a recent incident.
So, something happened to me yesterday that was pretty sad at the time, but looking back, it's hard not to see the humor in it. I was walking home in the rain, trying to hurry, and I didn't realize my shoelace had come undone. Next thing I know, I stepped on it, lost my balance, and fell right into a big puddle. It was embarrassing enough, but to make matters worse, my brand new phone slipped out of my pocket and landed in the water. It got completely soaked and didn't survive. I had to get it replaced, and I was drenched all the way home. But you know, looking back, I just have to laugh at how ridiculous the whole situation was.
The correct answer is C. You hear two people discussing personality tests for career choices.
I've been considering taking one of those personality tests to help with my career decisions. Do you think it's a good idea?
It could be, but I'm not completely convinced. Do you really think a test can accurately tell you what career is right for you?
Well, it might not be perfect, but I've read that it can help you understand your strengths and what kind of work environment suits you best.
That sounds useful. But what if it makes you focus too narrowly on certain careers and you miss out on exploring other possibilities?
That's true. I hadn't thought about that. But it could also help avoid wasting time on paths that don't fit at all.
Maybe, but I'd be careful not to let it box you in. Sometimes the best opportunities come from unexpected directions.
You're right. I'll probably take the test, but I won't let it be the only thing guiding my decisions.
The correct answer is A. Excellent work! Share your score in the comments below.